All right, what is going on? How y'all doing today in the Atlanta Bird Gang? This is your Uncle Steve here talking to you on a Sunday. It is August 1st. Folks, we made it through July. We made it all the way from early January where we were burning jerseys, ready to disown the Falcons for the fourth straight year and all that other good stuff. And now we are at training camp. This stuff gets for real. It is August. We have live bullets being shot next week in our first preseason game. Folks, it is almost that time. Wow, let me turn that down. There we go. And you're going to hear me double. But I'm just so happy to be here. Always a pleasure to follow my brother Tidy and everything that he brings to the group, and all the admins bring. Brother Nicholas was on the other day shooting some stuff with us, some real talk about the Falcons and everything. Again, just piggybacking off Tidy, what he was saying, one of the things that I think in the group is going to be that will help us be more interactive. And don't get me wrong, having 33,000 folks in the group is fine, but being able to talk to new voices and have new people inside the group, to me, that's one of the things that makes this thing go round. Speaking of folks new to the group, I see a brother sitting right out there. Look like he got his, I don't know whether that is a velvet suede robe he had on, or whether I don't know whether. Look, all I know is I can't afford that, brother. You can. That's our brother, Kristen, man. How you doing, man?
What's going on, huh?
All right, man. I'm doing just fine, man. I'm doing just fine. Also adding to the list, the brother you just saw a few minutes ago, Middle Georgia's favorite son, and towel crier for Devonta Freeman, and we're gonna get into that a lot, brother, because I don't say a lot about my brother Tidy is probably one of the people I talk to the most in this group. But when Tidy and I first started interacting, and I kind of felt our groove being good, our biggest debate was Devonta Freeman. And so now to see the tables turn, we're going to say that for the end.
Yep.
No,
I was his Skip Bayless. We'd always be debating.
My brother Winston, I'm gonna give you the floor a little bit, brother, because me and Tidy do this all the time. Again, one of the things Tidy talked about it's just having new faces and new identities to show that we're not the only people that are around in the ABG. And there are a lot of folks that have opinions, man. So tell me right now when you start talking about training camp, what you've seen so far. We're just gonna skip around, so don't feel like we putting you on pressure. Anything stood out from the first week of training camp, Atlanta Falcons? Anything from first glance?
Accountability, and that's the. Like, I've been waiting so long for us to actually show that, and it's finally taking course. It's finally taking shape. Like, him making the whole offense run because somebody jumped outside. I loved it.
Yeah. It sounds like you're insinuating that the last coaching regime coddled the guys a little bit. Yeah. It seemed like they were being baby. That's a strong accusation, Winston. You're trying to say we had a player coach who played up to the elevated the elevated what am I saying? Elevated skills of our players. Is that what you're saying, sir?
Man, the players said the same thing. That's why they loved him. That's why they was mad when he left.
Right.
You can pretty much clock in and clock out whenever you want to. Don't get me wrong. I think Dan Quinn was a great person, but him holding people accountable and making them stay on task and actually executing the job, that wasn't his forte.
I'm glad you said that. It's easy for a lot of people to go into I hate Dan Quinn and I hate, but dude, as a person, dude, and especially being former military, you know, the things that he did as far as the community were concerned and getting involved and stuff like that, he was on point. He just wasn't a great head coach, and that's the bottom line. I don't have hate towards him. I hated that we waited so long to move away from him, but there's no hate towards that brother when you start. And before I get in there, I can see folks before they come in, and I'm gonna tell you right now. Listen, Strap was doing like this. Hold on, Strap was in the background, like he was getting ready to eat some ribs. So, yeah.
You hear what I'm listening to? You hear what I'm listening to?
Brother Strap, how are you, sir? Look at you, boy.
hey, man, listen, man. I just love my city, man. You know what I mean? I'm not here to present stats or to present you know, what people have done. I'm here to talk about how we don't support our team like we did in the 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about Strap. Talk about it, and we were trying to have this conversation about it last week, and I'm for real when I say you bring, you know, that element to remind folks that sometimes the little petty stuff is not what it's all about. It's about being loyal to the team. So I'm gonna let you have the floor for a minute and tell us what you're talking about, so nobody gets you misunderstood. So when you talk,
what I'm talking about, bro, I'm talking about the passion. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Atlanta, man. I'm a Grady baby. I grew up in Pittsburgh, right off Rockwell. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I grew up in the time. I was in Atlanta in times where you couldn't even say nothing about our city. Yes, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't say nothing about our city. And back then, we wasn't even talking about no Super Bowls. We were just talking about surviving in Atlanta. And the older I got, when it transversed to sports, you know, I see all the losing. I see the bad seasons, and I see the mistakes players make. But I just optimistic, man. I just believe, just like Matt, I just believe that if he have a good defense and a good play caller, I think he'll be a whole lot better. I think we'll win the close games that we lose. You know what I'm saying? And it just said that the people that's already in our city who claim they love Atlanta, as soon as a player mess up, they just down them. They just trash them before the season even start. I see people saying the season over. I see people saying that Matt can't even throw the football. I'm like, come on, man. You know, it's almost like you have a father that is battling alcohol, you know, alcoholism. Like he drank too much. Mm-hmm. You're not going to give up on him. Or if you have a daughter that stays in the street too much, you're not going to give up on her. You're going to believe that maybe one day she going to, you know what I'm saying? She going to turn it around. And that's what I believe. I believe that one day, even if it ain't Matt Ryan, we're going to get a quarterback that's going to come in and do their thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And
I can't talk down on my quarterback long as he with the Falcons uniform on. I just can't diss my city. I just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I could talk the negativity part about it, but I just can't say Matt trash or we gonna lose this season and we ain't even played yet.
I can't disagree. Tidy, you got a little quiet over there. I need to hear rebuttal before I go back to my brother.
I know where Tidy gonna go.
Let me just let y'all know. One thing about Stroud, like he just mentioned, he is not gonna let you talk down about Atlanta. He's gonna let you just be dissing that Ryan either at the same time. Me and him, we go back and forth to the group sometimes. We'll crack on each other, we'll use each other. I got a lot of respect for Stroud.
Somebody got their somebody has their volume up. If somebody can check their volume, turn your volume down because you can hear the echo in there.
Yeah, I got a mean echo on.
You still there?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you, brother. I was just trying to cut down on the echo. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, I was saying I got a lot of respect for Strap because, like he just said, he one of them old school traditional Atlanta cats. You ain't gonna talk about my city, and you ain't gonna talk about my team because my team represent my city, and I can't do nothing but respect a fan like that because just like we need fans that will talk about all parts of the team, whether it be good or bad. You need the fans like Strap too, because in a sense they hold the Falcons down. You know what I'm saying? They hold us down to in a type of way that ain't nobody else gonna hold the team down. Because I feel like me and Strap are two of the same fans, but we have different perspectives. If the Falcons go over 17 for the next 4 years, I'm gonna still be a fan. And Strap gonna be the same exact way. So me and him, we may not even agree on anything about the team, but I know this brother got a lot of love for his team. So like I got a lot of love for my team. And outside this group, you ain't gonna say a lot of shit about the Falcons. You gonna say a lot of shit about Matt Ryan. They ain't gonna have it. I don't care how far we are. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go toe to toe. Like I said in one of my live streams, I was in the Kroger for damn near 45 minutes arguing with two Cowboy fans, a wife and a husband. Yeah, they had 5 Super Bowls, but that shit didn't matter to me. Like you said, we were gonna talk about the past. And
Yes.
I really respect the fans just like stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because me and him can sit here and talk about each other, crack on each other all day. But we really ain't gonna let you get too far about talking about our team. Because now you talking about stuff we love. You know what I'm saying? So anytime I get out of that talking about the Falcons and Matt Ryan, Strap gonna come straight up. He gonna come right on my son. He gonna straight up. You know what I'm saying? I already know.
Hey man, I don't mean no. Hey, don't get it twisted though, bro. 'Cause I don't mean no disrespect. You know, it's some guys jump on there and they you know they get kind of fly at the mouth. You know what I'm saying? And I just come back with humor because I'm not going there with no violence because of this. I'm just gonna let you know that talking about your own team is like talking about your own family. You know what I mean? You might talk about them, but you can't just give up on them.
Right.
Long as Matt Ryan got on the Falcons jersey, bro, I gotta have his back, bro. I can't have
damn right. I gotta support him.
Right.
And Strap,
I got to, man.
No matter what I may say about Matt Ryan, I feel the same way. Every season before it starts, I say, you know what? I'm about to get behind Matt Ryan. That's my quarterback. I say it every year.
Yeah. He don't make me mad too, though. You know, it was times where I was like, get rid of Matt. I can't sit here and lie and say I never said that. You know what I mean? When we lost the Super Bowl, I was mad at Matt, but then I realized that it was the play caller. We got too conservative. You know what I'm saying? They stuck, instead of changing the game plan, they stuck with it, and it didn't work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but that don't mean I'm done with my team. You know what I mean? But
I'm gonna take
it is what it is.
I'm gonna take the other side of that, Strap.
And I appreciate y'all letting me be on here too, man.
No, man, you listen. You're an Atlanta Falcon fan, like Winston is an Atlanta Falcon fan, and we want more people to come on and just to show you that it's not like 3 or 4 faces on the whole group that speak for everybody. There are different types of passion, different types of opinion. I'm gonna go back to one thing you said, Strap, and I'm talking about somebody who was a Southwest baby back then, Holy Family, baby over there by I guess as Benjamin E. Mays now used to be Gordon Rose back in the day. All my life, Falcon fan. I don't even need to throw up my resume. But here's the only thing I say, Strap. From January, from the time we play our last game until this preseason, I am trying to improve my team up until we put feet on the field. This week, we got on the field for training camp. I'm not going to say anything else about the roster. These are the guys we're riding with. Is that fair? Is that fair?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when I'm speaking about Matt Ryan during the season, nobody else is gonna come in the group and talk about our fan. No Saints fan, no Packers fan, no Tampa fan. Yeah. But in our family group, because you mentioned family a lot, even with that dysfunction sometimes, within the family, when we talk, I think it's different. To Tiny's point, when we start going outside, when we go outside the family, that's when it crosses the line. Now we talking in the Bird Gang group. That's Scrap, and I can tell, brother, you better than that. Some of them cats just be trying to poke you a little bit. You know that, right? They be going at you a little bit. They just trying.
They ain't gonna say that to my face. You know what I mean? They see me. It'll be a whole lot different. And it ain't saying it to be boastful, man, because I'm not going to disrespect no one either, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. But if you're going to jump on there and you're going to talk about my team, then I'm coming with a meme or something. I got something to get my point across. You know?
I got you. But let me ask you a true Strap to Steve
I got a question for you.
During the draft.
Okay.
The financial things notwithstanding, because we know where we were financially. Would it have bothered you for us to get another quarterback?
Honestly, I thought we was gonna get a quarterback this year.
Okay.
I really did. And I would have been cool with that.
Okay.
But by them grabbing a tight end, lets me know that they're not ready to rebuild. And then we got to think about it. How many different offensive play callers is this for Matt now?
5, I think.
How many?
And
how many years?
6.
Like,
and how many years, man?
Because like we were switching out a play caller like every 2 to 3 years. This is his 14th season.
I don't
think we had an offensive play caller.
This is gonna make sense
beyond 3 years. I think
Glenn said
Cutter came back. Cutter did 2 cents. So technically 5, but he had 2 cents.
All right, how good do we expect Matt to be if he going through different play callers every 2 or 3 years with no defense? Now, I ain't gonna say we ain't have no defense because we had the players, but football is a position sport. You understand me?
True.
So if you got people putting the defensive players in the wrong position, how can we blame Matt? Put it like this: if it's 3rd and 15, right?
Right.
And they've been eating us up in the middle of the field because that's what we weak at. We weak in the middle.
Yeah.
Every time we lose on 3rd down, we're weak in the middle. They hit us in the middle every time. Now, is that Matt Ryan's fault? Is that the defensive player fault? Or is the defensive coach's fault? Whose fault is it?
It's a little bit of both because like the defensive coach called the play, but the players got to go out there and execute. Now, he could call a better play.
Thank you.
But at the same time, it's still up to the players to get out there to execute.
And if the players ain't mentally right, what's gonna happen? Put it like this: I see if we was putting up less than 20 points a game. If we were putting up less than 20 points a game, I'd be like, yeah, come on, Matt, you got to put up more than that. But it's been time Matt don't put up 25, 30 points, and we still lose because we can't stop nobody.
Like the first 4 games.
Stop nobody, bro. Last year we lost 5 to 6 games by 3 or more. 3 to 5 points. All because we can't finish games because we can't stop nobody. And then if we got no running game, huh?
It was 7 or 8.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you don't have a running game, but if you don't have a running game to finish the game, then you can't win because the defense already know you're gonna pass. They already know. Put it like this: if we go tied up, if we down by 3, going into the fourth quarter or going into the last 4 or 5 minutes of the game, I see defenses pin their ears back and blitz, because they know we're not gonna run, and they know we ain't got no offensive line, and they know Matt can't run. You know what I'm saying? So if we got offensive players who drop balls, drop passes, I'm not saying it was Julio, but it was a lot of times he was going deep, or he was just dropping easy passes. It falls back on Matt, right? Right.
It's unfair.
Julio dropped that touchdown pass against Carolina, wide open.
We supposed to win that game.
That's true.
We supposed to win that game.
That was last year.
Come on, man.
I was like,
but don't get it twisted.
3, some shit like that.
Don't get it twisted. It been time Matt be throwing that ball. You know, his deep balls ain't all that good. You know what I'm saying?
It was better, but he started to lose a little bit of oomph on that pass. I remember when Matt first came out, he could get it about 65 yards down the field.
You know what I would do with Matt? I'll Kurt Warner the offense. I'll Kurt Warner the offense. I'll run and shoot. All his passes would be quick passes.
With our offensive line?
Yeah, you can't do that.
Well, I don't know how the offensive line gonna be this year.
They ain't gonna hold up.
Oh yeah. Now maybe this year. Oh, look. You about to get cut off, Strap.
Maybe on the back of his neck, Jack. He was like, time out.
Do y'all remember when Kurt Warner went to the Rams?
I do.
Right?
Yeah.
What did the Rams do?
They went straight to the running shoot or some facsimile of it.
Isaac Hope, Torrey Bruce. They were Isaac Hope, Torrey Bruce show at them. Cut pass, screens.
Flipper Anderson.
You know what I mean? Because they know Kurt can run.
Right.
But the thing that they had,
you gotta look at that line that they had too, though. You gotta remember, other jump, Marshall Falk had what, 2,000 all-purpose yards.
Winston, that was the difference, bro. They had a line.
And they had a really good running back too.
And they had a Hall of Fame running back.
Yeah. Hold on. Marshall Falk and Mike Davis are two different running backs. I'm hoping Mike Davis shows up, but that's a whole different running back.
But I remember Marshall Falk running through so easy. You know what I'm saying?
True.
He running through holes.
Yeah.
True.
Now
they had big boards. I think that line was like 330 plus all the way across the board.
Yeah, but why we can't run?
We don't got a line.
We can't run.
We got light ass linemen.
Is it the blocking schemes? Is it the players? Is it the coaching?
All three.
See, football ain't like basketball.
The word. You got there before I could.
Yes, football ain't like. It's so hard to win in football, bro. Yeah. And our fans it's just easy. Like, we supposed to do exactly what the Bucks doing. And then another thing, let me tell you another thing I don't like about what be going on in our group. When they brag about other teams and they schemes, like we the same team as them. Like, we can't do what they do. You know what I'm saying?
I hate that.
Football is different, bro. You ever play football, Tidy?
Yeah, I did.
You know how they break each section up? You know, you got the punt, you got special teams over here, you got the running backs over here, you got the linemen over here. They do that because everybody got to be on one accord.
Right.
It's been times where we supposed to get teams out the field and it'd be a dumb holding penalty or offsides. All that adds up, bro. All that adds up to us winning. When we miss a field goal, I'd be like, that's gonna bite us in the ass, and we lose by 3. Right. You feel me?
You know what? Lose by 2.
Because a lot of us will blame Devontae for the Super Bowl block that he missed, or Matt for taking the fact that Jake Matthews don't get that hold again.
We wouldn't even have that conversation,
bro. If you watch the Super Bowl, it was 3 or 4 times. It was 3rd and long.
Yes,
it was 3rd and long, and it'll be a tit-tat holding call. They keep the Cheetrits on the field, and then what they do after that? Touchdown. And did you know when they scored that last touchdown? When they scored that last touchdown, did they review it?
Nah.
They dropped confetti. They ran off the field.
Yeah,
he didn't even score, bro. He didn't even score.
No, that man was in there.
So it's a lot.
He was in there.
Football come with a lot of angles, man. Football come with a lot of angles, but I'm not gonna be the fan to sit here and diss my team before we even play. We got people in the group right now saying it's over. We ain't even played yet, bro.
See, now that's why I'm gonna have to do a little therapy with you, Scrap. Scrap, you can't let them little fly by night gnats annoy you, brother. You can't do that, bro. You can't do that.
I gotta go at him, because I'm from the 8,
I hear you, but you can't fight them all, Strap. You can't fight them all.
I gotta get him.
Listen, Strap, I got your back. But even in time, my arms gonna get tired. But I can't fight them all, Strap. We can't fight them all.
I'm going for all of them. By the end of this, I want the whole group down with it. I don't care what.
I hear you, brother.
They judging Matt Ryan. They judging Matt Ryan on the interception. They judging Matt Ryan off an interception in practice, bro.
Yeah.
We talking about practice. And I'm talking about, bro, don't you know how many fumbles, how many interceptions, how many missed tackles that happen in practice? But since it's Matt Ryan, all these in-town haters, I call them in-town haters.
Yeah.
You feel me?
They want attention. They want attention.
Hating on their own team, bro.
They want attention, bro. They can't get the attention you get for being loyal to your team, so they go in the other direction, folks. They lonely, man. They're lonely, Strap. You gotta leave them alone. And by the way, Strap, while we talking, bro, why when you asked who played football, you went with Tidy first? Just out of curiosity. I'm just trying to say, why did you ask him? You see this big old dude over here in the top above you, and you gonna ask Tidy, did he play football first? That's about the disrespectful you get, man.
I asked Tidy. The reason why I asked Tidy, bro, because I've been knowing Tidy longer. He's been fucking with me for about. Tidy been fucking with me for about 2 years, bro.
Wow,
you know what I mean? So I'm gonna ask him because I just want to know. Like, I think we should suit up. I think the group need to suit up. You feel me? Let me quarterback this thing. You know what I'm talking about? And we'll really see who can really play football. You know what I'm talking about? Because I'm still ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I stay ready. We can do it.
You know what I mean? And I ain't talking about no touch. You know what I'm talking about?
No, it's all tackle. No pay.
Yeah.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Hey, fellas, real quick, since y'all my panel today, I'm gonna let y'all know y'all got some comments, so I'm gonna read a couple of comments and let y'all come in. We got a lot of folks following. Strap, you getting all these fans in here, man. So don't be getting big-headed about your little fan club that you got going on. Glenn said Strap is an example of loyalty. David Stark, he talks about Mouser Falk. We were talking about him. He won the MVP. I forgot about Orlando Pace was on that offensive line, too. When we started talking about that.
They had a hell of a
Glenn also tells you, say, he talking to you, Scrap, say they just trolling you, homie. Marlon says the people you talk about are Saints fans. Aaron says it's far from over. The season hasn't even started, and we don't know what offense and defense they are running. So everybody chill out. And so again, you got some folks that agree with what you're saying. So I feel you on that, brother. I feel you. Since y'all on here real quick, let me throw some questions at y'all while we got a panel. And again, if y'all just joining us, this is Brother Winston. And if you're looking on your screen, to my right is Brother Winston. Underneath him is Tidy, and to his left and right underneath me, my brother Scrap. We're here to talk to y'all today on the Sunday. Now, we just started training camp, and I'm sure everybody has watched highlights and seen some things this week. I just want to get a quick reaction about what have you seen that caught your eye early? And I know, Winston, we asked you a little bit earlier, Strap, from what you've seen and what you heard on TV, what have you seen that's caught your eye so far? And Winston, if I'm not mistaken, tell for the folks we've gained a few folks since we started. Go back real quick and tell them what you said you saw first.
Accountability. Like either you're gonna show up or you're gonna sit there as one to two. And I love that. It's been a long time coming.
Right. Strap, I heard you say, is that where you going to, Strap?
Man, I was going straight there, man, because it seems like our new head coach is putting people like on Front Street. Either you gonna boss up and play, or you not. Period. And that's all I want, man. I just want some attitude, bro. I want some connectivity on that line, on offensive, defensive line, connectivity on that back end. Cause our safeties, bro, been soft, bro. Yeah. Our safeties been small and soft, man. So I just want them to stay tough. And they talking a good game. They talking it. But I can't wait to see, bro. Like, I just can't wait to see how it transfers to the field. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Tidy, what you seen so far?
Well, I agree with accountability.
Tidy, I think that's your volume too, after you give your answer. I think that might be your volume that's giving me an echo in the background.
Can I turn down my laptop?
Tidy got the shield light background.
I'm almost wondering. It's something. I think it's something coming back.
Hey y'all, hey, Tidy looking like Death Row.
But go ahead, we can hear you at least, and I apologize for the echo. Everybody's coming in talking about that. I'm sorry about that. Go ahead.
All right, before you want me to turn on the volume on my laptop.
Turn your volume down and let's see how that sounds real quick.
It might be the car. It might be the car.
Is it the car?
It might be the car.
Are you on Bluetooth?
The sound jumping out, and then
are you on a Bluetooth strap?
Through the car.
No, I'm right out my phone.
Okay.
I ain't got to connect. I ain't got to connect to the truck. I'm right out my phone. That's why
okay. I got you. We got somebody else that came in here that wanted to join us real quick before we got in. It's a good friend of Strap. It's my brother. It's a good. my brother, money. So let me tell y'all how this works. Look, I don't care what y'all do there. Here we are the world. So so purposely the cameras put y'all together.
He got on Saints colors, man.
So Strap, we gonna give our brother a quick shot to come in. Right. Now, Marty, what's going on, my friend? What's going on? Look, Strap has laid it down today, man. Strap getting fans in here, man. Everybody on Team Strap today. So I know you've been listening to a little bit. Just tell me what you've been thinking so far with what we've been talking about.
Well, first of all, I just want to say what's up, guys. Everybody on Strap side, but at the end of the day, we all on the same side. We all support that bird at the end of the day. You feel me? Strap, this is actually, it is the same color, I give you that, but this is the shirt that you wear under my military uniform. So
yeah, it's DDU, don't.
Brother, do your thing.
But I agree with some of the things that you say. You know what I'm saying? Matt Ryan does get a lot of flack in this group. You know what I'm saying? I think when we got off base is when I put a meme up about Chris Paul and Matt Ryan kind of comparing the careers, because I said Chris Paul was like the Matt Ryan of the NBA. And I can, I said that because I see the career similarity. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why I said that. But nevertheless, a lot of the things that you say, I agree with. But the thing with you is that you feel like can't nobody critique the team. Nobody, when you going through straight losing seasons, ain't nobody above a report. You feel me? Not Matt Ryan, not Julio when he was here. Man, nobody's above reproach when you go on 3 straight losing seasons. And the only thing I was going to talk to you was, it's not all Matt Ryan. It's not all the defense neither, though. The defense can't be winning time of possession and expect to win a football game. That's not how it operates. You feel me? Like, they out there with pads and helmet on. This ain't basketball. When you know what I'm saying? You ain't got barely anything on but shorts and a t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? When your defense wins time of possession, they get tired. And your offense is not producing, drives, or at least sustaining drives that it's supposed to. So that's the only thing I was trying to say. No, it's not all on Matt Ryan. Actually, it's not. But some of the things that Matt does, you know what I'm saying, you want to be expecting a 14-year veteran to do. That's all I was saying.
Go ahead, Strap.
I understand that, but I understand that. I respect what you said, man. But at the end of the day, football is a collective sport.
Yeah.
It's a collective sport. And if we're not connected off the field and on the field, when I say off the field, I'm talking about with the coaches. If we're not connected, it's going to be a disarray. Yeah, if you look at the losses that we obtained last year, remember when we played the Bucks? Yeah. Totally different team. Yeah. Totally different team. Why? Coaching. Dan Quinn took 3. How many seasons he took from us?
3.
3 seasons.
3 and 4 games. 3 and 6 games. 6 games.
Now, do you remember the play calls that he had us doing? Do you remember we couldn't even recover an onside kick, bro?
Yeah,
this man called timeout. This man called, bro. I was home. He called timeout. I said, okay. He called a timeout to let them know to get on the ball, right?
Yeah, I'm like, what you call a timeout? What did y'all talk about?
Man, I'm dancing. I'm like, it's a wrap. Don't you know we came out there and did the opposite, bro? But the fact that happening, Matt Ryan got blamed for that.
No,
our fans, bro. That's why I say sometimes, bro, we got the slowest fans, bro.
That ain't on Matt. Last season, that stuff wouldn't even know Matt.
Another game. Remember Terrell in the end zone when he dropped the interception?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Matt got blamed for that game.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead, Winston.
Matt could have put up more points in that game.
Okay, go ahead. All right, go ahead.
Don't get it twisted. Matt done messed up a lot of times now. I'm not clearing him. I just want to put that out there. Mm-hmm. It's just the fact that he's not the main reason. That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Go ahead, Winston.
Oh no, I was just saying that Matt could have put up more points in that game. We put up like 13.
Yeah,
it was like 13-17. One.
It's easy to blame Matt. I'm not blaming him because Terrell should have stealed that game. He should have stealed that game. Like, that's an interception you got to make. I'm sorry, especially as the number 1 corner.
Yeah.
It ain't like you number 2 or number 3. As the number 1, that ball was straight to you. You got to make that.
You got to make
that. And then what? The next play they scored or the play after that?
The next play.
It was the next play. You literally cost us the game.
Y'all real low right now.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, I can hear now. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, no, keep going, Winston. Keep going, Winston.
What you say, Winston?
As the number 1 corner, Terrell, even though he's young, I give it to him, he's young. So, he got his little growing pains that he can go through. But as the number 1 corner, and that ball is straight to you, you got to end the game.
Yeah.
You got to bring it home for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It won't like it was a circuit catch or something. Like, that ball was straight to you. All you got to do is pinch the ball.
What about the interception in the Super Bowl, Winston? What about the interception in the Super Bowl that came off your fingers?
Oh, I know.
We don't have chances, bro.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Should have caught that. Off of who finger?
You should have caught that.
Come on, man.
He could have had 2 pick sixes for real.
We don't have chances, bro.
I'll say one thing that nobody has mentioned And it's one of those unfair things that come along with the territory. Strap, anytime I start talking about the woes of Matt Ryan, the ups and downs, and how we blame him or don't blame him. Matt Ryan is the quarterback. And I don't know whether you've heard me talk this, and I'm going to say it even if people heard it before. The quarterback is the most important position in North American sports.
Yeah.
It's the most... when you're going good, you're king. When you suck, you're the worst in the world.
Yeah.
And your team's performance, unfortunately, will fall under that quarterback. What other do you see on defense when they put a defensive guy on the screen? They don't say he went 10-6. When you see an offensive lineman who did 5 pancakes and didn't allow a sack, you don't see 10-6 under his record. But when you talk about the quarterback, the highest paid player in the NFL and the most important person in sports, it's the quarterback. And I understand what you're saying completely. And I'm not disagreeing with you at all. But I do want that little alley of leeway to say, but can you understand sometimes how the frustration of that you're making all this money, and it's not his fault. That's what the National Football League. The quarterback is the average quarterback on a team is going to make $30 million after his rookie contract.
That's just what it is.
That's just what it is. However, when you start looking at it at Matt Ryan for the last 3 years, it's great that he's throwing for 4,000 yards. Yeah. It's great that his percentage, his percentage is 65%. Look, I'm just being fine. It's great. But at the same time, when I'm looking at the biggest number, which is 8, say what now? What'd you say, sir?
What if we had average defense?
At least above average defense. What if we at least had? If we had,
we didn't have an above average defense in 2016.
Yeah, like we need to
outscored everybody. Strap. Go back and look at them games.
Yeah,
we should have lost to New Orleans. We should have lost to, from the Kansas City Pick 2 game. We outscored folks 40-something against the Rams, 40 against Frisco, 38 against New Orleans, and they dang near came back. 40 against Green Bay, and we let them run up and down the field in the second half. Again, I'm not trying to take the spotlight off what the defense is supposed to do, but I still need my quarterback to keep it rolling. In Green Bay, you know the difference between the Green Bay game and the New England game? We kept going. They did not stop. I know you were at that game, Tidy. I don't know if any of y'all were at that game. Tidy, when did they take the reins off that offense? When did they stop pressing?
Never.
And at the very end, when they finally decided at the end, we're gonna punt just for the sport of it, it was like 5 minutes left and up by 30 points. Yeah. So my thing is, it's an unfair thing, and understanding completely what you're saying about Matt Ryan and Nita. I'm just saying for those of us who are just saying, yeah, but it starts at the top. It does. So
that's just what today's media landscape is now. That's just what it is. You know, it just starts at the quarterback. It's not by really default. That's just the way that the game has gone now. You know, just like you know that if you look at a football team, you know, you look at the quarterback first.
Right.
That's just how it is. You know, and Strap, you made some good valid points, man. You know, like you said, it ain't all Matt Ryan's fault, but when things go wrong, they trickle down. Just like at work, you know what I'm saying? Go from your boss, supervisor, then maybe yourself, and then it trickle down. But when it comes to this football team, it go from the coach, again, guess who's next in line? The quarterback.
The offensive line.
I'm gonna take y'all down a little road.
Talk to me.
Do y'all remember a couple of years ago when we played the Aints and Drew Barrymore was rolling to the left. I was at that game.
Which year now?
Drew Barrymore rolled to the left. It probably, I think it was either 17 or 18, maybe.
Okay.
I just remember.
After the
I
Super Bowl,
remember Drew Brees doing the slow motion spin.
18.
I remember Drew
18.
Brees doing a slow
18.
motion spin.
I remember that. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
I do.
I was in the corner. I was right there looking at this, looking down on this bullshit when he did that slow motion spin, and our defense.
Yeah,
bro.
Brian Poole.
Yeah, it was Brian Poole and
it was
Kiki.
Brian Poole. That's right.
It was Brian Poole and Kiki.
Who is coaching them?
Hold on.
Who is coaching these players, man?
Look, I'm gonna give you one. I have one caveat for that game.
Yeah.
That was the game that we lost. Neil and we lost 2 people that game.
Rico went down too. I think.
Was it Rico too?
Yeah,
I think it was Rico and Neil went down that game. Say what now?
We played a hell of a game, bro.
We did.
Oh yeah,
we played a hell of a game that game to the end. Like
we did, and it was the defensive fault. You're absolutely right. What we were playing with third stringers.
After that, bro, I couldn't go to no more games because the girl I was with, bro, I almost got into it with like 100. Bro, don't you know how many Saints fans I almost choked that, bro? Like, that's what I knew. I said I can't go back to a game because
you know the Aints fans
got deep.
Man, that's how football is.
And then the sad part about it is, they going home in my city. They not going back to Old Orleans.
Yeah,
they riding up 285 just like me.
Yeah,
and they don't even want to stay in their city.
You know what?
They're hanging out in the car smiling at
because I feel like, see, this is the kind of fan I am. We as a group, we can all sit here and we can talk about Matt Ryan because he's our quarterback. But you think I'm gonna let a Saints fan or a Panthers fan or a Green Bay fan sit there and talk about Matt Ryan in my face? Oh no. No.
That's what I am on my.
That's fighting words. That's fighting words, man. That's fighting words. And I'm way up in Virginia. That's fighting words.
Hold on. Y'all didn't let Strap finish the story. Strap, how did you get out that night? I want to hear the end of the story.
White lady, bro.
Huh?
Bro, it was that little white lady, bro, talking shit, bro. Her little sons, bro. I didn't kill. Bro, I told her I wish she was never born, bro. And then when I told her I wish she was never born,
man, where your son at?
Then her brother
where your son at? I need to holler at him real quick. Tell him come to the parking lot. I need to holler at him real quick.
We right by Mechanicsville, bro. We right by Pittsburgh,
man. I respect your point of view. Where your son at? Tell him come out to the parking lot real quick.
Strap.
Yes.
Before you go off on any more white people, Jeremy is here to defend the white people who were bad to you that day.
I'm like
my brother Jeremy, man. We've been looking forward to this. Jeremy, how you doing, sir? Always glad to see your comments on there. You personally one of our faves in here, man. We like to hear it real from you, brother. How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Jeremy, cool.
I just hope y'all don't beat my ass.
No. You're not wearing Saints colors, Jeremy. You're not wearing Saints colors, Jeremy. You got the right background right there.
Strap ain't gonna let nobody fuck with you, Jeremy. He like it.
All right, good deal. Appreciate it. No, I'm doing good, man. I tore my Achilles.
Oh no,
yeah,
that's right.
I saw your ankle doing this shit.
I saw that.
Yeah. I'm all superior.
I thought you was a real football player. You know that, right? I thought you was one of our teammates who was hurt.
And you go again calling other people football players, man. Strap, you got to get cut off this damn video.
Look,
man, I gotta go.
I know you played football with. I know you played.
Actually, I did. I was in the band.
I played against Macho. I played against Michael Robinson.
Oh,
Russell Wilson. Like we all from the same area.
Oh, okay.
Macho, my cousin. Macho Harris, my cousin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's my second cousin.
Fellas, I'm gonna let Jeremy, vent a little bit for us real quick. So invite him to and make him feel at home and wet his feet a little bit. Jeremy, we were just talking mostly about fan interaction, and I'm sure I've seen you've been in a lot of it too. The defense of Matt Ryan, the hate of Matt Ryan, should we throw out Julio Jones? Should we honor him 10 years later? Just all the bad vibes. Now we're going into training camp. It seems like we're getting in a better place, but in your opinion, what's your vibe? What do you get?
Man, I think as far as Matt goes, I think as long as the team does, he's one of those guys who's like a lot of guys where if the team does pretty well, he's going to do well. If the team sucks, he's going to suck. Now, he's not going to suck, but he's not going to be what we need. I mean, as a fan, I feel okay. But as a realist, I look at all these lists, these power rankings lists, and we're not even in the top 20. And I'm like, damn it, you know. There's too many question marks. Too many question marks. And by the way, I'm sorry I'm late. I forgot y'all are an hour ahead of me. So I'm
oh, that's okay. That's all right, brother. It's all right.
There's just too many question marks right now. There's just there's 12 players on the team that I'm like, it could be a coin flip. I don't know enough about Dave Ragone as offensive coordinator. You know, and we hear a lot about Dean Pease and Smith. I know I've got confidence in those guys. But I'm nervous, man. I'm just ready to get it started and see what happens. But I don't know, to be honest.
It's hard. Listen, as Falcon fans, from 1 o'clock to 4:15 on most days, we're going to go at it hard. We're going to scream. Some of us will be there. Some of us will be in our living rooms. Some of us will be at tailgating. We're going to go 100%. But that little pessimism that I'm reading from Jeremy, I think you can't blame fans coming off of what we've seen the last 3 years. You can't truly give you're not a real fan because we haven't had much to be happy about. I'm not saying optimism doesn't rule the day. We can have that. We really can.
Don't let them out the hook.
And I knew you were going to say something, Strat. That's why I was trying to set the table.
Let them out the hook, man. Listen, man.
No. I'm not letting anybody off the hook. Go ahead.
No, listen. You see how Jeremy just explained himself?
Right.
I can accept that. But I'm talking about these hating ass fans who be saying that Matt is just trash. Like he noodle arm, he can't throw it. Come on, man. Let me see you throw 5,000 yards in the NFL when you got 300-pound defensive ends coming at you. Look, man, what people want, let me tell you what people want, and that's understandable. People want the new quarterback. They want the athletic running quarterback who can throw passes with their left hand. You know what I mean? Who can be damn near about to fall and throw a 30-yard ball, a 40-yard strike. Bro, we got an old school quarterback. Until we move on from his contract, we got to stay in what we do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We got to do what we do. We got to make plays. We can't have long drawn out play action pass play with no line. When by the time Matt turn around, he got to run for his life, and he can't even run.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
And I mean,
I'm giving you an example. How many times we've been like in the goal in the red zone area, and we do bonehead plays? We might do a roll to the right. When we played the Eagles, we did a roll out quarterback. We did a naked bootleg. We did a naked bootleg to the strong side of the field where Julio was at, where everybody know where we was going. Even though he dropped the ball, he supposed to catch it.
That was only a two-man.
Everybody knew. Everybody knew what we were doing.
Yeah, but I mean, all right,
bro. You know what I would did?
With that play right there, you gotta look at it like this too, though, because we were doing the same thing in 2016, and Matt was striking on it.
But not in the red zone, though, Winston.
We were doing naked bootleg. Yeah. On the front, at the fringe of the red zone, we were doing naked bootleg, and Matt was striking.
What the problem is that,
and you know, hold on, you know what? You're right, but you know who he was hitting? He was hitting the tight end.
Yeah.
Now let me say this. Let me say this about that one play. I actually will agree that was one of the dumbest play calls and play designs I've seen.
Dumbass play.
Because it was actually strapped. It was to the weak side, and it was really a one-man route. So you was really depending on.
You're right, because Julio came across.
Right.
Yeah, Julio came across. Yeah.
And once Julio fell,
yeah, you're right.
Because the other receiver was going to the other side of the field. And we all know we don't have that. So it was just a dumb play call. I don't to this day I don't understand what the play design, what Sarkisian seen. It was just dumbass play design.
He wasn't ready.
And we were gonna stop. We were gonna stop letting Julio off the hook. The passes that Julio drops, I want you to think about all the passes Julio dropped. He'll catch a pass, miraculous catch, Julio, oh my God, in the first half. But in the second half, he dropped them passes that we need to end games. He don't drop by 5 of them up, man.
The one he dropped in Carolina cost us the division in 2017.
Yeah, I remember
that in Carolina.
The one he dropped in Dallas cost us.
And you know what?
Yeah, that's true too.
And they blame Matt.
True.
They blame Matt for that, bro.
Nah, Matt. That was
Julio is
on Julio.
If it's a difficult catch, he's gonna make it. The easy, simple thing, he overthink it. He overthink it, and I do not understand how. Like, how can you catch with 3 people over you or whatever, or over Luke Kuechly?
Yeah.
Or some shit like that, but a simple slant, you patting the ball down.
And
you know what?
It's like being a Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic can hit a 35-footer, but you let him hit it. He can't hit a free throw.
He can't hit a free throw. Like, why did that make sense?
It's a mental thing.
And just for the record, y'all were talking about red zone efficiency. In 2019, 25 are ranked out of 32, and in 2020, 27. So again, if we can improve that red zone with the great wingspan of Kyle Pitts,
we kicking field goals.
But yeah, exactly.
Bro, we kicking field goals, bro.
Also, the last time we had a badass red zone was whenever we had a badass running back.
Right.
And we almost have to have that running back to open up that end zone.
And you know what? I was going to say that, Jeremy, but guess what?
He's right.
Guess what? 2018, we were 10th.
If the defense know you ain't got no run game,
they're going to play it back.
I ain't got no respect on them. I ain't got no respect on them.
Come on, bro.
I can keep everybody in front of me and just attack the ball.
Yeah.
If I ain't got to respect the running back, I could drop everybody back, keep everybody in front of me, and then just attack, rally to the ball.
Yeah, and let's all be real.
And we ain't got no sideline to sideline speed.
Say it again.
No sideline to sideline speed.
Go ahead, Armando.
I said let's all be real. Sarkisian was just not ready for that. You can't go from working under Nick Saban for 6 months as an OC in college and then just jump to the pros and trying to change the playbook. No, it worked in college. You know what I'm saying? Because you playing teams like Mercer and whoever else you're playing.
Don't talk about Mercer, man.
Let me give one apology though.
So I
Steve Sarkisian in 2018 did not do a bad job, y'all.
No, he did.
That 2018 team was actually offensively, they were one of the best offenses in the league.
Yeah.
They really were.
And you know why
people are gone. Yeah.
So you know why
people are gone.
Ranked so high?
Why?
Because honestly, because of Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan, arguably his best season of his career, even though he's
MVP.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He did. Fellas, with all of y'all on here, I gotta take advantage. I gotta take advantage of asking y'all these questions real quick before we because we got a plethora of folks, and I want to make sure that we get a couple of these questions I wanted to ask of you guys. This year going into training camp, we've seen highlights of everybody. Who do you all feel like needs to be, in order for us to have success, who needs to be that breakout player for the Atlanta Falcons this year? And I'm going to go down and around. So, Jeremy, lead us off with who you feel like has to show up for us to have you be more optimistic about 2021.
Davis, period. I mean, Davis and, Ollison. If I can't picture Ollison being really effective, but I mean, I think Davis has to be the guy. I mean, if we can't get a running game going, we got half an offense.
True. Do you think Ollison, real quick before I go to Amani, do you think Ollison got a chance? Seemed like Ollison was in the doghouse last year with last year's coaching staff. Do you think now that this is a new regime and he didn't get cut? Remember, Ito did. They kept Ollison. Do you think they're looking for bigger things out of him, Jeremy?
Well, he got 2 carries last year. Like, God dang.
Yeah.
I mean,
he getting them, but like 4 the year before that.
Right.
Yeah.
But at least in the year before that, they gave him some red zone tries and he scored 2 times.
Well, that's what confused me about last year. Why didn't we put him in on short yardage red zone situations? Why would we keep throwing the ball? I mean, I don't understand that at all. But I mean, I don't know. I think Davis, that's my short answer about who has to break out. Defensively, there's like 8 guys that to me are kind of like coin flips that are like they need to step up, man.
Yeah.
And Hennessy also scares me filling in for
Alex Smith.
center. Yeah, Alex Smith. He's got to step up too. That's big shoes to fill.
Yeah, it is. Amani, who do you have this year going into you for us to have success? What player or 1 or 2 players you think need to break out?
Man, I'm gonna be honest, man. It's gonna have to be Kyle Pitts, man. We drafted him. He's the highest drafted tight end ever.
Yeah.
That speaks volumes of what people think about you, and they're saying you're a unicorn and all this other stuff. You're gonna have to come out and show us as fans that you are the guy that we drafted. Like, yeah, we can sit here and say, oh well, Matt going, but no, I mean, Kyle Pitts is gonna have to be that dog out there. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think it's gonna have to be Kyle Pitts, and then I think that, man, on a lower scale, I think one of these other receivers besides Calvin Ridley going to have a big year. Maybe a Frank Darby, but even though he's a 6th round guy, but you know what I'm saying, like. You got drafted for a reason. It's going to have to be one of those other receivers that's going to have to step up and kind of show a little bit of what would you say veteran experience. It's going to have to be one of those guys.
Brother Strap, first of all, tell us what's that you breaking out over there? That damn show don't look like no Kool-Aid. What you got over there, Strap? Strap, stop holding out. There ain't no Welch. There ain't no Welch is great. All right. It is black. All right, bro. That's it.
It ain't no communion juice.
Hey, one thing about me, man. Hey, I'm an athlete, so I got the water and I got the Henny. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Got my water.
But
there you go. There you go.
Yeah, when you get to certain age, man, you can't drink without water. You know what I'm saying?
Strap, who you got as one or two breakout players for Atlanta's success this year?
Man, that's hard for me to say breakout players, but I'm gonna say my boy Jared, and I'm gonna say my boy Terrell.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Keep
Terrell. I think this year he gonna really be a more productive corner.
Yeah.
He's not gonna drop those interceptions. He's not gonna get those bonehead holding plays on 3rd and long. Because that was take us out of games too, bro.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot of 3rd and longs. When 3rd down comes, bro, I swear to God, I get on my knees in my living room and I pray that we can
that communion juice.
Get off the field.
With the communion juice you got in the passenger seat.
Bro. Man. But if we can get,
so you wait till after church to go pray on 3rd down.
3rd down kills me, bro.
Yeah.
It could be. I'm gonna give you an example. It could be 3rd and 40. 3rd and 40. I'm still nervous because I know they're gonna get 41.
Me too.
Yeah.
Either
It
You got to
was
get
they
off
don't
the
get
field.
41,
that's
it's gonna
third.
be.
That's third and 20, and we gave up 21.
Was that the Detroit
Hey,
game
and
last year?
why I got y'all here, man? How
30,
many times have we gotten to the quarterback but can't get him down?
Mhm.
A lot.
Right.
A lot.
How many
Right.
times?
A lot.
Too many.
A lot.
Right.
We
2
come
minutes.
off the edge, boom. I'm like, yes. And then next thing you know, we run right by him.
Yep.
Or here's, I mean, bro,
That's crazy.
Cam Newton used to be good for that against us.
Yes, he
Right.
did. Yes, he
Mhm.
did.
He'll slide
he
up in
used
that
to
pocket
kill us
real
on
quick.
third down,
And
bro.
come right
And you know
right
who else?
inside the task.
Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
Oh, crappy.
Kill us
Yep.
on third down.
Yep.
He would run
Yeah.
for the first down. It could be 3rd and 15. Winston will break tackles. Bro, we gotta get better. We get better defensively, we win Super Bowl. I
That little
promise
nat,
you.
the
It
little
won't
nat
be
in
so
New
much
Orleans.
pressure on Matt.
Yep. Yep.
It
Toddy,
won't be so much
you-
pressure on Matt, man, because you got to think about it. Matt is throwing for all these yards from the pocket. He can't run.
Yeah. You
He
right.
can't run,
Yeah.
bro.
That's true.
That's true. Toddy,
So,
who you got for breakout
what do
player,
we
Toddy?
expect?
Oh, I'm sorry, Strap. Go ahead.
I don't know.
Go
He
ahead,
might look
bro.
like Tyreek Hill.
Oh, my
He's
bad.
doing speed training and stuff now.
Yeah. Who you got, Toddy,
say?
as your breakout player for success for this year?
I got two. I'm gonna stick with the same two that I mentioned earlier today on my stream. My first guy is gonna be Caleb McGarry. We traded up to take him in the first round, bro. This is 3rd year in the league. He ain't getting no more passes for being a rookie or being a young guy. Man, this guy, let me tell y'all, if y'all don't know, this guy is listed at 6'8", 300 and damn near 30 pounds. I need to go out here. I need him to go out here
Big
and some ass, man.
327.
He's
Yeah.
327, 6'8".
Yes.
327.
Yeah, that's
I can't wait.
327.
Y'all, let me tell y'all this guy has given up 17 sacks in just his first 2 years. And he had not been a good run blocker. So I need him to exert his dominance and just go out here and whoop them ass, protect the quarterback, and open up some running lanes. So if Caleb McGarry can just be some of what we need him to be as a first round pick, that will make Matt Ryan a lot better. It'll make our running game a lot better. It'll make Kyle Pitts a shitload better. So I need Caleb McGarry to be my X-play on offense, and on defense, big boy Marlon Davidson. That guy was drafted 47th overall in the NFL draft. That damn near first round draft pick. He talked all that junk as a rookie. Now I need him, and like Stroud was talking about, like 30. We've been weak in the middle, so we drafted him to plug the gap, to give greatest some relief. And I'm telling y'all that Marlon Davidson can just give us something that will make our pass rush a lot better, it will make our secondary a lot better, and will create some turnovers on defense. And I'm telling y'all, if them two players could just turn into diamonds, that would give us probably 3 to 4 more wins this year. Just off those two players.
Yeah.
Big fact.
I got you. Who you got, Brother Winston, as your breakout player going into the year?
But since everybody else named the rest of the team, I'm gonna go with Hennessy. Matt Hennessy on offense.
Yeah.
Get that center quarterback exchange pivotal, and he got to call out protection. And on defense, I'm gonna either go Dante Fowler or whoever win the number 2 cornerback position.
That's good. That's
And
good.
they both got to show up.
If Fowler stay healthy.
That's good.
Yeah, like when we signed him, I was like, all right, that's a little bit too much money, but I can see it. He went 11.5 sacks. He got to stay healthy. But our biggest hole right now, outside the pass rush, is that number 2 corner. We brought in Fabian Moreau. We still have Sheffield. I'm taking Oliver all the way out there. He's either gonna be a nickel or a safety. It's one of the two. Or that star position. But
Somebody gotta bounce up.
Yeah, somebody got to take over that number 2 spot.
Mm-hmm.
So Oliver can't do it. Oliver too short.
I'm gonna before I go to the next one, I'm gonna have my 2, and they at the same position. It's a make or break year in my opinion for Deion Jones as well. As we paid him to be a better than average linebacker.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he wasn't okay last year, but we paid him to be great.
Deion is.
And I think
Deion. I think Deion need to get right up here because he got the physical ability.
Yeah.
He fast.
Sometimes Deion he just
He just came off of a leg injury. So it's gonna take a little while for him to get back in form.
Sometimes, man, he need to slow down because there be plays that he have, but
he shoot fast.
Over pursuit.
Yeah, he shoot fast.
And I would argue his production or his effect, not production. His effect on the defense has gone down as opposed to trending up since he signed his contract. Between him and Foyer improving even more than he did last year, I think those two guys on the defense is critical. Our linebacker core has been much maligned since 2016, and we have to get some production out of both of those guys. Foyer is, I argue, he was the MVP of the defense last year, and it's not saying much on a bad.
I give it to you.
I think he might have been the best player. I'm
gonna give you a little factor off of that too. Foyer benefit a lot off of AJ Terrell too,
right?
Because AJ Terrell was catching people on the sweep and punching the ball out, and Foyer had like 2 recoveries like in back-to-back games where AJ Terrell sitting there punching that ball out.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, he did that like twice against Dallas.
Yep.
Twice
against Dallas. He had like four or five fumbles last year.
Yeah.
And he hit. He's a solid hitter.
He can
as
hit.
a corner. He's a solid hitter. 9 times out of 10, when he make contact with you, you going down wherever y'all met it.
Yeah.
And I love that. Because most corners ain't sticking in the guy.
Yeah. I think Tui's a wild card too because he had a great game against the Raiders last year.
Yeah,
and then the rest of the year he was just like the rest of the year he was just kind of iffy. So I don't know.
And Jeremy, he's on a prove-it contract too, so that's kind of good. You know, you didn't overpay him. You gave him 1 year to say, okay, let's see if that was a fluke, and let's see if you can get. Nobody mentioned Kaminsky, and I know I heard you on the last. Live on your live before me, Tidy, mentioned him and Marlon Davidson as far as getting better. Kaminsky, when we drafted him, he was kind of supposed to be the steal of our draft, and we're still waiting for him to show us that he is still what he's supposed to be. It's time for him too, man. I mean, we need Kaminsky to show us those straight. What school was it? It was like a Division II school, right?
It was real small school.
Kaminsky came out of hold on.
He came to Charleston.
It's a small school, real small.
Charleston.
Yeah, small school.
Charleston. It was Charleston.
Oh, okay.
It was Charleston.
So my thing is, you took a chance
in development.
What was that? 5th round? Was that 5th round or 6th round?
6th round, I think.
6th round.
No, I think it was.
And he's still young.
I think, but even beyond that,
and he's still young.
You got to think about it. When he was in high school, he was a quarterback. He went from quarterback to tight end to defensive line. He just started playing defensive line like 2 years ago.
He was supposed to be an athletic freak, from what you heard coming out of college. That was supposed to be.
That's why they're moving around.
Yeah. But I think I saw a flash of him earlier last year, but I know he got hurt. But yeah, we got to get something more out of him. Also, big news of yesterday. One of our people in here in the screen is going to start crying. Our former great running back, Devonta Freeman, made a move by signing with, I can't even say their names, the Aints. Yesterday. Yesterday when he signed with Aints. What are y'all thoughts on brother Devonta?
Can I speak on this? Can I speak on this?
Yeah, bro, we're gonna let y'all speak. Go ahead, Strap.
All right. First of all, I hope the people that watching who's posting in ABG right now telling us that that's an ex-player of the Falcons. No. He been gone.
That's
He
true.
been gone.
That's true.
You know,
He
like
gone.
2-3 years.
He been left.
Yeah.
He's not an ex-Falcon anymore. See, I think what our fans fail to realize is once you take off that Falcon jersey, you're done. Unless we won a Super Bowl with you, or you got forced out the city, you done. If you want to leave and get out of here, then we're not dealing with you no more.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that with Devontae Freeman, but I'm gonna get on that point with Ump said with how we feel about it. How I feel about it is I don't care. I hope we light his ass up. You know what I'm saying?
He might not get.
I hope we light his ass. I hope we knock the dread out his head.
Quite honestly, I hope he's starting when he come here. That means Kamara is hurt or not in the game.
Yeah.
Me too. I can't stand Kamara, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna even lie. Deep down inside, I was like, man, we need to get Kamara.
That would be a game changer. Bring him back home.
Yeah,
bring him back home. Amari, how you feel about that Devonta signing with the Saints?
Man, I want to be real. I'm with Strap. I could really care less, but when I say I can't stand the Saints. I don't have nothing that was Saints colors that go together. I don't have. If I wear black, I wear all black. If I wear gold, I wear all gold. Only reason I'm wearing this shirt because government.
How you feeling right now, though?
What'd you say? What'd you say?
I said, how you feeling right now, man? Cause when you, I'm about to walk off the line, bro.
Man. I can't stand them, man. I can't stand the Saints. I hate them. I'm just go ahead and say it. I hate their fans. I hate the city. I probably didn't steal some of their crawfish though and some of their seafood, but that's about it.
I don't even want none of that.
I wouldn't eat it.
I don't even eat Popeye.
All right, that guy Dagan. There's a limit to some of this stuff. All right, I gotta have my tickets. All right, dog. You go about your business about the Popeyes.
I don't eat Popeyes.
Hey, man, I don't even want to go to Bourbon Street. I don't even want to put them anal beads around my neck.
I don't want to go near that.
I don't want none of that. None of that.
I don't want to go near there.
All I say, hey, Armani, if you do show me that picture that you're wearing all gold, just make sure you post that for me because I want to see that. You said you wear all black or all gold. I want to see the all gold.
It's either one or the other. And the only, like I said, the reason I'm wearing this because the government say I got to wear it. That's it. I hate that color.
Jeremy, how you feel? What was the first thing you thought about when you heard the news, brother?
I didn't give a shit. Because he hadn't done. I mean, he's been hurt 2 out of 3 years. Right. He hadn't done anything. I don't unless Kamara gets hurt. He's not. And even if he does, I think he'll get shut down. I think his days are way over. Yeah, I mean, he had his days. He might be a
camp body.
Yeah, I mean, he might not even make the top. I don't know. I don't really care.
Oh, he ain't making top nothing nowadays.
Winston, how you feel, brother?
I'm impartial. I really could care less because I don't think he gonna make the 53. To be honest, but if he do, he ain't getting no carries like that anyway. Like we rushed him back when he got hurt with that leg. We rushed him back way too much. That killed him for him.
Yeah.
He went to the Giants. He couldn't get the starting jump to who was it? Wayne. Galladay went down. He done for.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah.
I'm glad he's getting a check. That's about it.
Yeah.
I'm going to answer real quick before I give it to his biggest fan in this group right quick. But when Devonta finessed us out of that contract after the Super Bowl. And trust me, Mrs. Campbell finessed us out of money during that. I was one of the biggest proponents of why did you sign this man to the huge contract when you had Tevin Coleman, who was giving you basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yes.
Devonta had the bigger
More
year
power.
because he had more carries. But what did Coleman do less than what Devonta did? Keep it real. And
Coleman
when
had
they
more
did,
20-yard. Coleman had
go
he
ahead.
had more 20-yard run. He had more third down conversion. He
Yeah.
held the ball. He held onto the ball better, and he stayed more healthy.
And to me, when you made that decision that you were going Freeman over Coleman, and Toddy will tell you, we had many conversations about how I felt about that, and that was serious. I was not the biggest Devonta fan from then. I will say when I heard the news he was going to the Saints, it kind of bothered me because I heard Harry Douglas on 92.9 this morning when I was going to church. And Harry Douglas said, and I quote, his wife told him, baby, if the Saints offered you X amount of money for our family to have a nice home and big money, would you ever take it? His answer was, hell no. Those are the Saints. Those are a team that I have been programmed to hate. And to me, that's how
Harry Douglas got my DNA.
I don't see Pittsburgh people shouldn't sign with the Ravens. Green Bay people shouldn't sign with Chicago. And I know we're the lesser rival, but Falcon players shouldn't sign with the Saints and vice versa.
No,
I just
at all.
think there is an untouchable, unwritten rule that you don't do that. So now my hatred for Devonta has reached an even different level where I really hope that he's playing when he comes to the Beans.
I don't mean to cut you off. And I like the man when they did the little special. They went back to his hometown. He was walking around the hood. You know what I'm saying? Man, fuck all that. I don't mean to cut. Forget all that now, man. I don't even care about that no more. I had got emotional.
That's the Hennessy Black talking strap. I hear you, brother.
The communion juice, man. Touching them up.
Okay, now I gotta give the
boy,
floor to Toddy.
Hey, one of my eyes is smaller than the other now.
Toddy, I gotta give you the floor, brother. I've been waiting to hear this all day because I haven't seen the post on it yet from you, and if I did, I missed it. Go ahead.
Well, I officially had to wash my hands with Freeman, man. I can't even be his unofficial agent anymore. I'm gonna tell y'all what I think about that. I think that was I don't want to give him no credit and say a chess move, but I want to say how the old saying going, my enemy, your enemy is a friend of me, something like that.
Right, yeah.
We went and got 1-0 for them. So return, it kind of gave us a little railing a jab and said, you know what? We're gonna pick up Devontae and kind of jab y'all back. Because if y'all remember when we cut Freeman, so it was almost like, well, I feel some way about the Falcons, Saints, we feel some way about the Falcons. Why don't we join forces? But at the end of the day, I think Freeman's career is virtually over. It's probably his last day. He didn't average 3.2 yards per carry last year, 3.9 yards per carry before that. So he might not be one of the man. I just say that, hey, we see y'all.
Yeah.
I ain't sending them no roses, so I can just tell you right now, he ain't getting nothing from me.
And I hope he eats on Crawford.
Oh man. Okay. So as we get ready to wrap up here, and before I leave, thank you, Armani, thank you, Winston, thank you, brother Strap, thank you, brother Jeremy. I appreciate y'all. What the idea of this is, we not only to have the friends that we're actually getting to know in the group, but the next time to have even more people to come in. There are a lot of people that have opinions about it, and I know we love posts, but it's great to interact with you guys, and I really appreciate everyone's participation in this and what we have going on. The last question I wanted to ask, going into it right now. And I know we've done this on the post before, and so forgive me if it's the same.
Do I want to be
same old question? Right now, looking at things, how are we feeling about our birds? What would make you? What record do you see right now? The guys on here right now, and I know Toddy, I'm gonna exempt you because you and I put this on every week. So the rest of the fellas, starting with Winston, what do you feel like right now, honestly, is your Atlanta Falcons record in 2021? Keeping in mind 17 games this year.
Based off the schedule, I see us going about 9-8. Like we had the third easiest schedule. If we can put up 9 wins, and like that's not discounting what everybody did in the free agency and all that, but if we can't put up 9 wins and push towards the playoffs, it's a disappointment. Like I want us to at least get a wild card because it's 7 spots now.
Yeah.
So if we get a wild card, all right, I'm for it. But if we can't get at least 9 wins, if we go like 5-11 or 6 and you know what I'm saying, like I mean not 5-11 or 5-12 man, or 6-11, that's an issue.
It is
somewhere along the line it done ran off the rails already before it got going.
Yeah.
Right.
So 9 is my magic number. If we hit that, anything above that is a bonus.
Yeah. Armani, what you got? What? How do you look at us right now, today, August 1st?
Well, since Arthur and Terry feel like we are in win now mode, I'm gonna say 12-5.
Oh,
okay. All right.
We got the third.
That's the bold prediction of that.
Yeah,
But bold.
It is.
Hey, I ain't thinking In-Town Hater would give us that record.
Strap. Take one ice cube out of that cup. Strap.
It's all love.
Hey, he knows all love. I'm just talking. We good.
But yeah. So
I thought he was gonna say 3 and something.
Oh no.
No.
Because you know quarterback trash.
Regardless of what I think about Matt, man, I think he about to have a big year. I think Matt Ryan gonna have an MVP season, man. For real. I think it's gonna be one of them years because I think at his point in his career, I think Matt is at the point where he's just like, man, I just want to win a ring before I retire, man. And the time is now.
Been like that a long time ago.
Yeah. I mean, but the time is now. So I think we're gonna have a good season. So I'm gonna say 12-5. Now, if we do better than that, all right. If we do worse than that, and we still make the playoffs, I'll accept it. But right now, we got to make it to the playoffs. We got to at least be on the right track to get to the Super Bowl. Because the main goal is Super Bowl. Period.
True. Brother Jeremy. First of all, Jeremy, I saw you sipping over there on some stuff too, man. We all our questions. We're all showing what we got. What's in that cup, man? There ain't no water.
I'm drinking a little Lining Kugels.
There you go.
I've been out mowing the yard, so I had to take it easy.
Yeah,
it's all.
Take it easy, brother. Yeah, take it easy.
But no, man. I think the fan in me hopes 10 or 11 wins, but I mean, it's hard to argue with Vegas. Those guys know a lot more about football than I do, and they're saying 7 wins. Realistically, 7-8. But I mean, but the fan in me, man, anything can happen. In 2016, in the preseason, people had us around 15-20 on the power rankings.
Yeah,
and we busted ass. So maybe anything can happen, man. I'm the fan in me. I hope 10 or 11. It helps to have an easier schedule, and I'm hoping 10 or 11 wins in a playoff run.
Bro, that's as optimistic as I sound. I'm right on that level. But Strap, we're gonna leave the last prediction for you, my friend. And I don't know if we got room enough to say 17-0. But what's your prediction, Strap?
Realistic.
I think that we can get 10 wins looking at this schedule, man.
Okay.
I think we can go 10-7. And the reason why I say that because I think the teams we're gonna have problem with is the team with good running back. And I'm guessing because I don't know how a linebacker core is gonna be. I don't know. Like we got the athleticism, we got the size, but I don't know if we got the mentality of figuring out what they're doing to it. So I'm looking at the Saints, the Aints, obviously, the Cowboys, the Jaguars, and the Bills.
Smoke.
To be honest,
I think those teams are gonna give us problems.
Offense is gonna be something serious.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're gonna give us problems on the ground.
It's gonna be something serious.
Think Dallas will?
No, the Jaguars.
Yeah, I hate to say it.
Dallas offense is gonna be nice. I hate to say it.
Yeah,
I hate Dallas. I hate Dallas. But Dallas offense is gonna be nice. All three of their all-pro linemen are back. Dada came back. Zeke to slim down. CD Lamb going into his second year. They still got Gallup and Cooper on the outside. That offense is gonna be something serious. The only weak link on it is tight end.
And if y'all notice, I didn't name the Buccaneers for a reason.
Okay.
Because I feel like
you looking for the upset week too.
I feel like the Buccaneers. Yeah, I think we can get them. I honestly do, man. I think the Buccaneers are feeling themselves, man.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to. If you before we go, if you think about what we did to them last year.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Yeah.
I think that we're going to capitalize on what we did last year because they showed their hand and we held their ass last year.
Yeah, we did.
We were supposed to win that game.
Yeah.
Both times.
Yeah.
We really did.
It was pretty close both times.
Yeah.
I want you to, we the only team that exposed the Buccaneers and the Saints and the Aints because the Aints are supposed to be good too.
And the Chiefs. Don't forget.
We exposed both of them.
That's why I was about to say that. You put the word up my mouth.
And don't forget that Chiefs game.
Yeah.
The Chiefs were full strength that game,
They
and they had
got
to win
Yes.
to keep home field. So it wasn't like they had scrubs in there; they had everybody.
Yep.
And we almost had them.
I think Arthur went down there and whispered in
Football
Cook's ear.
It's a position game.
True.
True. And then you got to think about it like
It's a position game.
Tennessee, Tampa Bay brought back all they started. So they're not gonna really change, but so much.
Yeah,
There could be a little hitch here, a hitch there. But
how many
That
times
doesn't
in
scare me, though.
history do we re-sign every single person from the same team
It
expecting the
doesn't work
same
out.
result? The Atlanta Falcons, and you can't. Listen. Sometimes everything just lines up perfectly, and I think everything lined up perfectly for the Buccaneers last year. I don't see it happening
It did.
that same way this year. I just don't. I know they're
They didn't have
full of
no
talent.
injury concerns.
Yes, and they older.
They didn't
All
have
those
no
guys
injury
are older.
concerns
they
like that.
older. You got
There's a
Stu
few
that
guys
played
that are older
major
than a lot.
minute. You got Brady that played major minute. What's the linebacker? Levante David played major minute.
Oh yeah,
All these on the better side of 30.
yes sir.
Mm-hmm.
I give it to Tampa Bay. They did their thing and actually building the team in the last 7 years. But when Brady got there, he brought in a couple pieces, and all of them was in win now mode. But I don't see them doing the same
team was
thing they
fully
did last year.
loaded.
This year.
It was
No,
fully
they was
loaded.
loaded last year when they had a whole
Oh, yeah.
year. They was a year younger.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't see them doing the same thing in this year.
No.
Me neither.
They'll be in
I
contention
don't
though.
see them dodging the injury bug.
We need
The next time we with this particular group, I'd love to get this group together right before week 1, so we can talk about how we see the NFL as a whole, because I think this is a good think tank right here, and see how we feel about the season. Toddy, I'm gonna let you get the last word in right quick before we do it, and before we leave. Just thanking y'all again, man. Winston, Jeremy, Amani, Brother Strap. We appreciate y'all coming in. And this is the type of thing y'all tell other people, man. It's not this great hierarchy, and we just we want all the voices, whether we agree, disagree. and all that. I hope I'm not speaking out of line, Tidy. But this is what's gonna make this thing cool going into the season.
Yeah,
Right.
make it fun.
Yeah,
And
this
stop
is
hating
dope.
on your home team.
Go ahead, Tidy.
Stay there until we come up.
Man, I want to thank all y'all boys for coming on here because pretty much everybody who's faced on here, other than me and Steve, came at very short notice. So, Winston, I want to just thank you for coming. You came here just a second.
Yeah.
Very, very short notice. I want to thank you very much. Armani, you always got our back when we need you. So thank you very much for coming here. Very short notice. My boy Jeremy. I ain't never said this to you, Jeremy, but I read probably 90% of what you post. You come with a very impartial, very unbiased take. 99% of the time, you've been in this group just as long as almost I have.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate you. I love this.
Thank you, man. Thank you, guys.
I'm
Man,
sure.
I'm
you
trying to slip him in on my live. Damn you, Tidy. I'm trying.
Stop hating now, Steve.
Y'all hear that?
Hey,
Y'all hear that?
getting the shirt. I'm sure when your girl saw you on it, she wanted to do some nasty stuff to you, so we appreciate it. My man Strap, I hollered at Strap just a few
Yes,
days
sir.
ago. I asked him when he come on. He came on very short notice. He told me he'd be happy to come in. So y'all, I appreciate it, man. We may not always agree. But all six of us brothers, we love the Falcons.
Yes, sir.
So salute to everybody, bro. Let's hope and pray
Yes.
and for a great season for our Falcons. We may not get it this year, but I really think a Super Bowl coming soon.
It's coming.
It's coming, bro.
Fellas,
Stop hating on your home team. Whoever watching this, stop hating on your home team.
Get us Strap.
Strap, you gonna be the Atlanta BirdGang meme. We gonna make a meme with you with that Hennessy Black in your hand.
Just like that.
Hey, put my name in there. You see all my memes for the Falcons, man. Oh yeah, before we go.
Oh, go ahead.
Before we go. Which one of y'all shut my post down when I was talking about people, mamas and daddy?
That was probably Facebook. They got sensitive, man. Y'all gotta stop talking about each other, man. That listen. I seriously be laughing at some of that stuff, but y'all realize, man, folks are sensitive these days. We gotta keep it PG-13 if we can, but it's all love, bro. It's all love. Y'all are awesome. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a blessed week. Everybody in Atlanta BirdGang, appreciate y'all joining us. Next time, I'm looking at you, Andre. I see you out there. I see you, Brother Glenn. Next time, y'all come on in here. Me and Tidy will get together with you and we'll do this. Thank y'all again. Y'all all have a great night, fellas. Appreciate the panel.
Quick question.
Go ahead.
Hey, Tidy. The BirdGang t-shirt. Y'all have any black one?
Go ahead.
Not yet, but maybe mid-August.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Go ahead.
We'll wrap
Go
up.
ahead. Winston, you good? Go ahead.
Oh no. That's
all
I
okay.
wanted.
And just to let y'all know, I'm gonna be there with that T-shirt that Jeremy is posing very nicely. That Atlanta BirdGang T-shirt next Saturday at the Benz. Please, if y'all come up to me, please say who you are. Please say I want to take many selfies and many pictures. I know Strap gonna be there with the police, APD right behind him.
I'm pulling up by myself. Tell them I'm coming by myself.
Y'all fellas take care, man. Y'all be good. Peace to you, man.
Peace out.
All right, now.
All right, y'all.
Peace, y'all.